Hello? Is anybody there? Hello, everybody. Guten Morgen. Let's just make sure everything is working here. Oh, okay, hold on. Holy Toledo. Holy cow. Okay, we're back. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we have since fixed them for the time being. We're going to need to do a little bit more adjusting. Some things got rearranged a little bit. What the heck is happening? Okay. Is it working? Can you hear me? Hi. It's Friday, everybody. We're back. We had some rearranging of stuff this morning. It looks like we ran into some technical issues. Bakamaru, how dare you let your sub run out? Ah, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. Also, don't eat the paint. I'm telling you, don't eat the paint. It's the rules. Them's be the rules around here. And you know what they say, you must follow the rules. So, welcome everybody. It's Friday. Let's put the cap on the week with some fun, chill stream time. Let's do it.
Well, huzzah, huzzah.
It's just me to be here today. That was weird English, but we're going to run with it. Just me here today. Jason will be back on Tuesday, so you get me alone for a couple of hours on Monday as well. We're going to paint ourselves a snake. Snack. It's snack time. So we're going to get out our big old brush. Hiya. We're going to base coat us a snake. Welcome, Paint Liquor, Bakamaru, Dragonfire. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna start with some traditional snaky colors. Then we're gonna move from there. We're gonna start with some green. Then we're gonna build in some blue and some reds over it. But we're gonna go pretty thin on this because we want this to be kind of just a sketch. What's up, Tim? How's it going? This model already looks way different with the green on it. That's so funny. It's amazing how much things change when you literally just put a little bit of green or a little bit more color on stuff. That's wild. Heyo, Lot Dog, it is Friday. It is in fact Friday. I am very excited. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to do some painting here, and then I'm going to hop on a plane a couple of hours later. Doing a little bit of traveling this weekend. Gonna go play some card games. Gonna have some fun. Gonna eat some barbecue. Do all that stuff. Hey, Liquor, I just saw that you got rid of the jade. Hey, we're just trying it out. We're still very much in the stages of figuring out what this model needs to look like. So that's why I'm kind of like sketching on the skin on the snake right now. I'll do the colors for the ground. I'll throw in some color on this on her like loincloth thing, and we're gonna see what it all looks like when it's got more color on it, and then we're gonna go from there. Tim, welcome back with the subscription. 18 months. Welcome again. Yeah, I owed it to myself to try the gold paint liquor, and I don't hate it. It might just not be the right shade of gold, which is okay, because that's a thing that can be very easily adjusted and fixed. This really is a beautiful color for painting snakes, though, which is really cool. That zenithal that I did is doing a great job of giving some brightness underneath it with just one pass, which is awesome. Making sure I get it all in the nooks and crannies, because they're very nice sculpted scales on this thing. Better view the whole model. Do this. That's a bit, yeah, paint liquor, you got to use a big brush to paint big stuff. If I were using a smaller brush, this would have taken forever. Instead, it took me like, I don't know, 8 minutes. 10 minutes is probably going to take me in total. Which is not so bad. You would have used a size 4. I'm telling you, Paint Liquor, you got to use bigger brushes, man. It will save your soul from certain defeat at the hands of larger models. Bit more down here. Almost done. Getting these base coats on. You've even moved on to using big flat brushes. They have great coverage. Yeah, man, that's exactly why I'm using this one. Crafton, you love the green? It is a fantastic green. It's not even a mix. It's just right out of the pot. It is dark yellow green from our signature series over a white zenithal, and it looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a wonderful color, and the darkness around the model really like frames the brightness in her skin. So I'm not even sure I would need to do a ton of extra work to make that brighter now, which is awesome because, you know, we like to be lazy sometimes. Got to be careful that every time I get close to the skin, I got to be really careful to not get any of this on the skin. Getting all the nooks and crannies done now. I'm gonna get the rest of these wings. We're gonna paint over these wings in a different color, but this will be a nice little undercoat of green to build from. All right, sketch is almost done. I got to get this inside bit right behind her back, so we're gonna have to. Hopefully, I can get this on camera, but we're gonna have to be careful. That's the other really nice thing about these flat brushes is you can just slide right into these crevices without getting paint on other stuff, which is awesome. Yeah, that's looking really good. And then I think we're gonna do a mix for the stone. I want it to be kind of like sandstone, but I want it to be dark. So I think we're gonna take a little bit of golden brown, and we're gonna start with that as a base. I really like this color that we have here with where it kind of gets like a pale yellow. So I'm going to try and see if I can't get that in other parts of this. We're just kind of blocking in the core colors of the rest of the piece now so that I can get a good sense of what I want the atmosphere to look like. But even just all of that, right? Bringing those colors in really kind of like frames this model, the model in a fantastic sort of way. And it's cool. You can get inspired by like weird colors like this, right? Like this is a really, really cool color palette for the stone, and I'm gonna totally rip that off and take it. Oh, hi, Jen. I do. We have a Jen, everyone. Holy cow! It's Jen.
Hi.
I didn't even know you were
everything on? I don't even know how to. I don't know how to work any.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here, let me switch it back over. Well, you know what? I'm gonna teach you.
Oh,
because
no,
you're gonna be
want
producing.
This oh, I guess I.
Yeah, you do. You probably should know. All you have to do is on the stream deck. There's a button that says two painters main. Say two painters. Okay, so when that happens, double click the home button on the iPad. Yep. You got to double. Okay, and then close out the mix effects. That one. So just swipe it up. Okay, and go back to the main menu, and then open mix effects back up, and then hit the two painters. Yep. Boom. Oh shoot! Oh. You got to fix the thing. Okay, hold on. Here, let me. This is gonna be a little bit. Give me 1 second. We had a little bit of technical difficulty before the stream started. Because all the monitors like that. So we found a solution, but I have to go in here, mess with it. Huh? Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. Jason's like paints out here.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Adjustment here. Okay. So we'll go with this for right now. This is relatively close to where it's going to be. Chris is going to come in.
Okay.
Sort it out. But it's paintable and it's workable right now. We got a Jen, everyone.
I mean, I'm just here to learn. So.
Hey.
As long as your stuff looks good on the screen.
Hey, your stuff looks great. All the stuff you painted is fantastic. So, look, you deserve to be here, Jen.
Thanks.
Deserve to be here just as much as Jason.
I'm pretty rusty.
That's okay. You should have seen the things going on in my head when I first got here, because I hadn't painted tried to paint really, really nice in a long time. So when we started painting the Horaces, I was like, it's been a while since I've done this. This is a little bit. Got to get back on the bike here. We need a paint roller, but for minis. That's what we got. We got here. Paint Looker says, "Hi, Jen."
Hi. Hi.
Good. That is the goal. What's up, Mo? We got a special stream today. We got the Jen and Jordan stream.
And it was Paint Looker's request, right?
I believe so. Somebody on stream was. Paint Liquor's here all the time, so it's entirely possible that it was his. I'm finally putting a little bit of color on this model.
Ooh, I like the green.
Yeah, it added a lot to it.
Skin, yeah. Find myself what I was doing.
Organization
Situation
system
here.
Good luck.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of the organization system. To be fair, mine's not super organized either. Although mine is probably process. Mine's easy. I just have it in numbered order from 1 to 75 and then the signature series. Yeah.
Looked at him every day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of the same boat.
New one.
Ooh, you can try the Advanced Flesh?
Advanced Flesh.
It is a really good color. I think it also will work really well with the color palette you have. How is the Danger Noodle Lady going? Honestly, it's going real good. I'm really happy with the colors that I'm seeing on the model right now, which is great. We're gonna add a lot more color to the snake, and we're gonna figure out a color to paint this, which is probably gonna be like a burgundy or a red maybe. But I want to do some like red accents on the side of the snake, and maybe some like chevron patterns of like blue going through it, or diamonds maybe. And then I gotta make it look like a snake, which is gonna be fun. I gotta paint it to look. I gotta cover up this mess right here. It doesn't look so bad right there, but it looks well. There was a huge. The harsh line right here.
Yeah.
I think we can cover it. The first thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna add some dark sea ban to the undersides of this model, because I'm using that kind of as the general shadow, the general environmental shadow that I've got going on. So when I paint that in, like you can see it here on the back of the model, where it's that really dark blue, which is the deep sea or dark sea bed. I'm just gonna kind of paint it up in here, mix it a little bit with the dark yellow green. Natural. Well, how's your morning been so far, Jen?
Right,
Oh. Fun or not fun?
No, I mean, no. It's a, I was...
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I've learned a ton the past 3 years.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And I found this group called Core, which is
oh yeah,
it's retired executives.
Oh,
These
that's
are all
cool.
people who own businesses.
Oh wow,
You know, now they just donate their time.
That's amazing.
To help
do
new
business
people
owners,
and it's all free. So there's a monthly forum. There were only
That's actually probably even better because you get a little bit more direct.
They were a little.
Oh,
so
that's not good.
I got as much out of it as I normally do.
They were critical of you?
Of some of the things that give us big business owners, and then
yeah,
and so the mentor is male, other guy, and they just the two guys, because I've never gotten a vibe of, you know, them being mansplaining or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I've never gotten that vibe from them, so it just felt weird because it was very
kind
much
of
like
odd.
that today.
Yeah.
So it is effective. I'm able to share some research. The other woman that was there,
Oh, cool.
because I was like really saying and what her issues are, and I was like, I have so that part of it.
I'm sorry that it was less than it usually is. Hopefully those dudes figure their stuff out.
Yeah.
And back to the usual goings on. I'm being generally pretty loose with this right now because, like I said earlier, I'm just kind of building a sketch for what I want these colors to look like. I'm going to go back and refine them a lot more. I'm just kind of like cutting in some of the shapes, so how this kind of flexes in a little bit in the middle of the snake here. There's a line that does that. I'm kind of just adding a little bit of shade to that so that it pulls that forward. Oh, you know what? I don't think these.
Yeah. Oh, here. Starting to sweat a little. Is it broken? Already at 10%.
I get too much color, but it is circulating the air because I just heard it turn on. So
yeah,
we'll get something out of it at least.
We released the bone paint today since it's senpai. I don't think so.
Jen's the person you needed to ask.
Well,
and
no,
Jen's
it's
saying
not just
no.
me. I don't think it's all done.
Also, yeah. I think we have bone, but we're not going to release it.
No, we can't.
We have been hard at work getting all of these bottles prepped and ready for all of you nerds out there who want cool paint.
Trying to also make sure that you can get them in your local store if you're Pro Acryl. You want to make sure that you can walk in the day that anybody else can find and get them in your store. Now the stores have to cooperate with it, not just us. But
they gotta like put the orders in.
Yeah, which quite a few.
Good. So that's excellent here. New paint time. Be shocked if stores weren't going, give me paint. Give me all the new paint. In it. Push it a little bit darker. Pure dark T-bone. What a nice color. This is nice, dark, rich blue color. Got a little hint of green to it. Panic Bomb Arcade. The nearest store with Pro Acryl requires going through customs. You in Canada?
Well, that's all over the place.
They might be close to the border in an area where there are not stores, and there's probably one closer in the U.S. Maybe.
Oh,
The only thing I can think of. Because I know our stores are relatively sporadic in Canada. I don't know. There's also not a whole lot in Canada in the middle of the country. There's like a lot. There's a lot on one side, and then there's a lot on the other side, and then there's like a smattering of stuff in the middle. Kind of like the U.S., to be honest.
Yeah.
Big metropolitan areas on the West Coast and the East Coast, and the middle is like not no man's land, but it's oh, so you're in New York. So similar idea, wrong side of the border. I thought we did too, to be honest with you. Avian and Baby J has gone back to his home planet. I just heard Baby J stopped mid-sentence, looked up, and he's gone. Oh yeah. I went to turn on the AC. Can I shill for the brushes? What do you mean? Do you want are you like trying to get brushes?
I know,
because we just don't have any. If you're trying to like tell other people about how awesome they are, go right ahead.
Well, yeah, but then they're gonna be mad at you about something.
Also, yes. So be
and
wary.
They'll be mad at us too, and they don't even know us.
Yeah.
Telling how awesome they are.
They are awesome. Let's talk.
They all got bought up.
You guys bought a lot of them.
Yeah, bought them all. That's not true.
And there are some at your local game stores.
Yes.
So go search in there if you want brushes, because they might have some. I think we've had at least one or two people who have been.
Well, and there have been people too, and I don't know. So I don't know how to find all this stuff. I imagine that Google is, but there are people in Discord who say, "Oh, I got brushes from whatever store," and they just found them online. Like they didn't. It's not their local store.
Yeah,
but a lot of our stores will ship.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is the thing I keep on telling a lot of people when I talk to them via tickets and on social media and stuff, is that, you know, just because we don't have brushes
doesn't mean that
mean that they're not available. Mm-hmm. And also, just because you don't have a store nearby, doesn't mean that there isn't a store in your general vicinity that could ship them, or even not in your general vicinity that could still ship them. So it doesn't hurt to look at their website or give them a call and just say, "Hey, I live here. I don't have any local stores. I'd love to purchase some brushes from you. Would you guys be willing to ship them to me?" And I think a lot of the stores, if they, you know, ship on a regular basis, I'm sure they would be happy to do so. And some of them might just ship for you anyways. I had a local game store that didn't do any online business really, but they would be willing to ship stuff to me when I moved to Arizona. They were like, "Hey, if you need anything, just give us a call and we'll ship it to you." And I was like, appreciate that. So. How you liking that at the advanced?
It's a little warmer than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
I saw that when I put it out on the palette, so I added just beige red.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great on the model. Hello, the old people skin tone. What's up, Omicron?
Advanced in age flesh.
Yeah, advanced in age flesh. Omicron Samurai stopped by earlier. You were not here.
Oh no, I wasn't here.
Took him in, showed him the studio.
Oh, good.
So you can check it out.
Good. And hopefully his order was ready.
It was in fact ready.
Oh, good.
I believe
for
so.
a second you were going to say it wasn't.
I wasn't here when he walked in. Christian came and grabbed it, but it was.
Good. I was
Hooray.
Like, big talking yesterday. I'm like, it'll be ready by 10:30.
It'll be ready.
Then I was like, oh, but I'm not going to be.
I'd still be there otherwise. Yeah, you could have come hung out for the stream. A little bit of the stream. We got nice comfy chairs. You got to see them. Yeah, you've definitely partaken of the chair stream once or twice, for a little bit at least.
Thank you, Paint. Paint Liquor said it does look good. It'll get there. And for me, I really enjoy it. But I definitely.
Oh yeah. Tell me, I've probably spent what, the better part of this week working on the skin, so 2, 5, 8 hours working on the skin. So, and I think it's in a good place now.
Yeah.
But it definitely was not when I first finished it.
I really love the.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to keep it in that, like, you know, Southern American sort of bronzy and skin tone. Works well given the theme and the contents of the model. How am I gonna do? Let me do a weird little mix. I'm gonna do some faded green. I think we're gonna glaze some browns over. Mix it in with. We're mixing a little bit of this faded green because we're trying to replicate this kind of like patchiness on top of the stone here. I really like that kind of like greenish color, and I want to kind of put it on here, and I want to get it on some of the cracks. I want to get it on this stair here. So I'm mixing some of the dark golden brown with the faded green to get this sort of color. Stipple it on and kind of a little brighter. It's okay, we can always knock that down.
I just looked up and like half of my. Sorry.
Okay. It took me a long time, and I still get off camera when I'm doing stuff, so. And I do it every day.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing just fine.
Side.
Yeah, that is the other part of that desk. To be fair, mine would be no different.
Yeah.
So, sorry. You didn't know that was an option? Well, you still live local. You got like an hour and 15 minutes on stream left.
Time to
5:30, I believe. Why I wanted to leave right after work is I wanted to make sure that we had everything ready before we left. Didn't want to be rushing to the airport.
No.
Get something. I already have to walk back to my apartment to get my car to go to Chase.
To what?
So I have to walk. So I didn't bring my car to work today because I was like, oh, I'll just take an Uber to the airport. Well, then I was like, I really should go fix the whole thing. So there was a whole snafu when I got my new debit card.
Mm-hmm.
When I got to Arizona, and that they shipped it out, but the person delivered it to the wrong mailbox. Ooh. So I set up the pin and I set up all this stuff months ago. Yeah. And then I didn't use it for 2 months, and I forgot what the pin was. Okay. So I need to go and have them reset the pin, but I have to do it in person. Oh, gee. Well, because I don't know the pin, so I can't change the pin. So I have to go in person to have them to prove that I'm me. That you're you, yeah. Yeah, and then they'll reset the pin for me.
As inconvenient as it might be, it's a good thing.
Yes, yeah.
Reassures that
level of security I'm okay with dealing with. It just makes things a little weird today because I didn't bring my car. Yeah. So unless I can convince somebody to give me a ride,
I can drive you over there.
Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. It's not very far. Literally 2 minutes down the road. Yeah, I felt really dumb. I was like, oh shoot, I need to do this. It's funny because we also went outside to go grab lunch, and Gabe was assuming that I was driving. I was assuming that Gabe was driving, and Phil was assuming that Gabe was driving. And Gabe and I don't have cars. So,
yeah, that's right. Gabe doesn't have a car right now.
So we had to squeeze into Phil's truck. It was funny. Alright, I'm gonna try this dark burgundy. Fancy schmancy. I don't even know. This is loincloth, tabard, but this is loincloth.
I don't own anything like that, so I wouldn't know what to call it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't own anything like that. I wouldn't know what to call it. To be fair, neither do I. We're gonna kind of dark line the rest of this stuff so we can feel out some of the color.
What are you guys all doing this weekend? Is it going Texas?
Yup. It's actually my first time in Texas. Outside of the airport. I've never traveled to Texas before.
It's big, humid.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. I'm expecting it to not feel quite as hot, just feel more like swimming through the air. That was the one thing I did experience when I was, because I had a layover in the same airport that I'm going to today a while ago. So I've been to Texas, but I've never walked. Yeah, exactly. So
I don't know, because you're Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So. Like San Antonio.
Oh, really?
Houston.
Yeah. A lot of the people that I know that are from Texas lived in Houston. And that was kind of their thing. Literally like walking through water.
Mm-hmm. And the girl was supposed to be moving back home. Now the floors are done, but the plumbers were delayed, so
Oh, that's a bummer.
painting by Sunday though. That's good.
That's good. Just it's a
Stay
bummer that you
inside.
can't enjoy the weekend at home.
Mother and family and dogs are sharing a hotel room with you. Cozy.
I mean, I'm sharing a hotel room with three other dudes tonight. So that's also
be
gonna
cozy.
be kind of cozy. We'll have a good time. But we're gonna spend most of the time out and about anyways.
Law Dog, it's something Digimon.
Yeah, it's a Digimon regional tournament in person. You don't do Digimon, so you won't come bother us. Like at the Memorial Center or something like that. I don't
How
really
many
know
people
Fort Worth. So.
are like?
You don't have
Oh,
to
you don't have to
qualify.
You can just go.
You can just go. I believe there's like 300 or 400 slots. It'll be a pretty decent. Nothing like going to a Magic Grand Prix, but or a Magic event of that level. But those events are like thousands of people.
Oh wow.
Those
I remember
are pretty
Jacob
crazy.
went to one where there were like 1,100.
That would be nationals. Yeah.
That's the one he went to
last year. And they have changed how you qualify for. So before, all you had to do was win a store championship. So that's like 20 or 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to go to a regional event and you have to get top 16 at a regional event.
Okay. So like
which is much more
that you're going to be doing.
Which is what
this
we're doing.
weekend.
Yeah. I've been debating for the last 10 minutes if her clothes would be called a dress or a skirt. Could be neither.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's definitely not a dress.
No.
A dress implies full coverage, like top and bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything
most
attached up there.
certainly does not have anything attached up top.
Almost as like grab something.
It definitely reads like ceremonial garb to me.
Yeah, like a
priestess type.
Lotto, right now we only attend the Las Vegas Open because Adepticon and DenCon, as far as like having sponsoring the Capital Palette painting competition at Nova Open this year. First time, but we won't have a booth. But yeah, we don't have anything this time. Go to something if they're
Pretty sure Reaper's event is in Dallas, but that is kind of a weird one for us to go to.
We were gonna go to ReaperCon the year they canceled it because we had worked with them to create a version of
okay.
And it was like gonna be the
exclusive
thing. And then it ended.
Okay, I like this dark burgundy.
Ooh. Oh, I'm just not. When I put my head down, I tend not to project as much. Jason yells at me all the time.
Jen is a fairly soft-spoken person.
Much of my
Luckily, you'll have a whole mic and everything set up, which has been a little bit more situated over there. I don't know if you saw that at all, but Gabe went in and did a little bit more refining for your setup over there. Cool, exciting. Excited to have the opportunity to come back on and produce a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's fun. The stream is just so much fun to do. It's like the most relaxing part of my day. I just get to like sit here, chat with cool people, paint some cool stuff, answer lots of questions, stuff. It's great. It's just great.
I've got 2 kinds of wet in my pants.
Whoa! The Ball Gym rating. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Paint Liquor is excited for producer Jen to become a normal thing. Hello, Ray does. Why does this model make me want to see Dusk Till Dawn? Then remembers.
It does kind of give that vibe. I don't know why either.
Tarantino's love of feet. He does totally have a foot thing.
Because that's the vampire one, isn't it?
I believe so.
But yeah, I saw that and I'm like, yeah,
Oh. Oh. I get really into painting models
I do
sometimes.
Too,
So it's
like just losing my.
So I'm liking where this is coming along. I think I need to brighten it up a bunch, add a little bit more yellow to the highlights to kind of reflect some of this warmth in the highlights that we're seeing on the model. Do some cool accent colors on the snake, make the scales pop out. The snake might get like a nice wash to get all those scales defined. Sculpted in there. But I really like this burgundy. Like not
This.
Sorry?
No, I'm just looking at the model. Because I'm seeing now that the head of the snake is very, very tiny.
Yes.
Did
That's
eat something gigantic?
I would assume that this
Somebody's
right here
in there.
is a body.
Yeah.
There's a dead person in
Yeah.
there. That if not, that's just my head canon. That's what I feel.
Well, and it's called the sacrifice.
It is called the
What
sacrifice.
are they sacrificing? She sacrificed the.
I don't know. So the snake has taken a couple of arrows.
Yeah.
So presumably the snake is defending the priestess.
Okay.
I think is like kind of the general gist of what's going on.
So maybe it ate.
Yeah.
Her.
It also could just be a snake that like can transform from being big to small, and it's like mid transforming back into a small snake. I don't know. It's interesting, and I'm not sure what the situation is there.
Body shaming.
Body shaming the snakes. Painted back here. They has literally disappeared. Yeah. I feel like these days always go really fast anyways. The like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Yeah.
but it's even faster when you're leaving right after stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, my goodness. So how's your model going over there? Tell me all about it. Mm-hmm.
Thinking the hat, I'm gonna get into like a
Cool. I mean, you're already kind of getting some of that
Yeah.
faded leather already. It's great.
and
So
then
Phoenix, hello. Oh my.
hi.
Wow. You say sorry you're late to Jen and you just say hi to me. I see where my love ranks in your hierarchy, Phoenix. I see how it is. Oh, Jen, it's so great to see you. Oh, hi.
Now they see you.
That's true. They don't see you as often. I'm a known quantity.
They'll be sick of me pretty soon. Be around more often.
No more ninja. Only fancy producer Jen. We really need to like spruce up your little producer desk over there. Get the neon sign, the disco ball, the unicorn head.
Yeah.
You gotta go all out. It's gonna look like a rave when we switch over to your camera. Jen's just
As it
partying over
should.
there. Headset on. Looking like a DJ. Kind of our DJ in a way. Some parts of this cloak are actually just impossible to get.
Jason is yeah, he's out of town right now. Left us in charge.
He has. Well, he's more or less left you in charge.
Well,
Yeah. But if you are in charge in general, and I'm in charge of the stream, you are therefore in charge of the stream by association? By linked responsibility? How does this work? I don't know. We're figuring it out. Still adding more of this shading to the snake. Dark recesses. That kind of color that we want. And kind of just almost wet blending transitions. Get them to be smooth. That Amelia Earhart? No, it is not. It is an academic bust from Journeyman Miniatures.
Oh, the Road Girl.
But if you wanted to pick one up and paint her
To make her Amelia.
like Amelia Earhart, then do it. I think Amelia Earhart had short hair, if I recall. Yeah.
The paint liquor wants to know if there is a trick to not having any strong edges to glaze.
Getting it. Okay. So I will show you. The idea is, so let's take some of this blue that we were working on here. And I'm going to put it, where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it right here. So the idea is you want to keep feathering it out as it dries. So I'm going to feather it out here. And the glaze will not dry super fast, right? So it's going to take a second to kind of dry. And as it starts to dry towards the edges, you take a damp brush with just water on it. Not very much. And you just kind of pull it a little bit further out. And then you can start blowing on it a little bit with cool air. And then you can blend it out a little bit more. And every time you blend it out like this, you're softening that transition more and more and more. You might have also seen me do it a little bit on the leg here, where I got some red underneath, the burgundy underneath, and I basically wet my brush with water and then just like flooded the area with water to make that paint kind of become very transparent. And then I pushed it all back towards the recesses and I glazed it back onto the thigh. So when I did this, to avoid the rings, I get my damp brush and I slowly bring it back down, clean my brush off again, slowly bring it back down, and kind of just diffuse those edges so that they become softer and softer and softer, and eventually it'll just dry, because it'll be thin enough at that point that it dries really quickly. No, I just keep a very damp brush that doesn't have a lot of moisture on it. So like, this is wet, but it doesn't have, or if you can even see, you can kind of see how much moisture is coming off right there, but it's very little. It's like cool to the touch, so you can feel that there's water on it, but it isn't leaving a lot of water or moisture on my skin. Actually, I can even put a little bit of a glaze in here. I'm gonna mix like a blue and burgundy, which I think will look really nice in some of the recesses here. And I'm thinning it out a bunch. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this up in here in her armpit. I'm gonna kind of put it in there. And then damp brush. And I'm gonna kind of just work it around. Then I'm gonna get the damp brush again. And I'm gonna push it back like that. Just a little bit of color in there, very minor, and we stopped it from having any staining in there. And then you end up just doing this a bunch of times to build up that color when you want to have it. No, the idea is you don't want any of it to stain. You're applying a very transparent paint that you are softening the edges so that it doesn't create that ring staining effect. That's what we don't want. Oh yeah, yeah. We just want to put a little bit of color there. Let it kind of slightly change the hue of that area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're leaving just a tiny bit of pigment there. So Jen, are you ready to watch a bunch of the earlier episodes of Ted Lasso this weekend?
I might rewatch them. I'm not lying. Like, I love that show so much, and it's so easy to watch. Like, it's 30 minutes, right? On and
I'm so excited for you guys to finish season 3. You have no idea. I love talking about shows. You may not have figured this out yet. I very much enjoy it. I think it's super fun. And there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about for season 3. So, color me excited.
please.
Oh, I'm sure.
We'll break this end from.
And I'm sure he'll probably be tired from being so social this weekend.
Exactly.
Want to just like come home and relax and maybe watch a show or something, right? Might be able to get him this weekend. Or no, he doesn't come back until Tuesday
No, he
or
won't.
Monday.
You love old Rebecca? When she was
I like season 3 Rebecca.
No spoilers. I haven't. There's something that changed because.
I mean, she changes over the course of the show, right?
For sure, yeah. Season 1, she was not.
She wasn't super nice. Yeah.
And 2, she.
Yeah. And she just gets better and better and better. She grows, she learns, she matures. I love her and Keely's friendship. I think it's hilarious. It was so her and Keely's friendship is so good. It's like it's that friendship that you would never expect to exist. Because you're like, on one hand you have Keely, who's Keely, and then you have, you know, a put together, you know, woman who owns, you know, a sports club, and you know, but Keely is also kind of becoming a lot of that, right?
I get it.
I
get what you're saying. Yes, old Rebecca, because his wife is also Rebecca. That's
His wife? Whose wife?
Rupert's wife. Rupert's new wife is also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that, actually.
That's so they called her. So they called her old Rebecca. I forgot about that.
You know who I really started to like throughout the show too? Is what's his first name? Obasanya. Sam, yeah. Sam is great.
He's such a good. That whole show. I mean, the characters.
All of the characters are amazing.
That's what part. Gets me with a show. That's why I love like Parks and Recreation, because the characters are just unique and
they're
fun
and you love all of the characters in the show.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single character in that show that I don't like.
Yeah, well, Nate.
But I still love Nate.
Do you?
I do.
I'm mad at Nate right now.
Don't worry. You will get a satisfying conclusion with Nate.
That's the thing. That's what I told my friends. I'm like, it's such a feel-good show that I feel like it's going to work itself.
Well, the thing is, this is why Nate is so, his betrayal is such an intense moment, right? Is because the show is so like good that when something like horrible happens like that, it like it's the contrast between the two that like makes it so much worse. No, Nate's a great character. Ooh, that skin's looking really good over there.
Well, now I'm putting a little bit more over. A little too.
Yeah. It's funny because it just looks like you're glazing over it, and it looks really good.
Shadow flesh and probably a little. I'm a big color. I mix stuff, and it's good, but it can be rough if.
You don't remember? Yeah.
But yeah, so I took shadow flesh, a little dark plum, and flesh in.
So how you guys have like literally just started season, or you haven't started season?
We've watched at least one, maybe only one.
Hi,
Hi,
Jabe.
Jabe.
I'm not here. Hi.
Hey.
Hello. How dare he not?
Stealing?
Yeah. He comes in, he steals something, he doesn't even say hello. How dare he? Typical Jabe. He'll be fine for this. He'll get his due, his just rewards. Okay. I desperately need to run.
I don't know where they went for lunch. Of course, avoid the eyes until I think I don't know. I like both because I like the way I can look at a model like this and you know, turn it and be like, okay, it looks like I can shine on her face and it's gonna look like more realistic when I'm done. But I also really like stuff like this because I love really bright, bold colors. So I like both. I like to paint stuff that looks pretty. So I'm not painting, you know, like you're not gonna see me robots and stuff like that. That's not really my jam. But if it's pretty, I'll paint it. Whether it's fantasy or if there's a beautiful sci-fi model out there somewhere, I would paint it. But for me, it's really just about the aesthetic and where I can put bright, fun colors. Although this one won't be bright necessarily. I mean, Barbie painting, I'm definitely enjoying all of the pink that I'm seeing on social media lately. Yeah, I think he glazed some in on that, but when he gets back, he can definitely explain his. Oh, the magenta and transparent red. I'm telling you, that's what I did. Did you ever see my my little tiger? That's how I got that really vibrant hot pink and like really bright orange. Yeah, I'll take. I'm a fan. Might be over. That would happen. Hello.
Doing audio.
He would. Okay, this is my little Lisa Frank tiger that I painted. We 3D printed this. I just like typed in because I had this vision of my childhood where I wanted to paint something like Lisa Frank. So, and this is all done with a brush. I don't really airbrush more than primer usually. And yeah, so the bright colors, the bright pink, bright purple, bright orange, those all have transparent red mixed in. So really punched it up. So that right there is just magenta, because this was before we had dark magenta or anything like that. This is literally our magenta. Red mix. So this pink is actually that bright. I have a unicorn and a panda too. They don't have that same color. This is the stuff I like to paint.
You're showing off all your.
Well, because Paint Liquor was talking about how I said to mix transparent red and magenta to get hot pink.
Oh yeah.
And so I was just showing the
showing the hot pink. Yeah.
And then I had to also.
I love that tiger, by the way. It's amazing.
I think it's probably the thing I'm most proud of that I've. And eventually it'll be a whole diorama scene. I have a brick wall that I paint.
Whew. All right, where were we? I was painting stuff. Oh, right. I was going to mix up favorite weird color. We're mixing it up. Do, 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 do.
They were super fun. Oh yeah, there was a question about your blends on the snake. From Dharma and Evil. Want to get more? Wants to get more into the shading aspect of painting. So I've done a lot of dry brushing, very little amount of wet blend. Curious what technique. Wet blend.
It was wet blending. Good eye. Dharma and Evil. It was wet blending. I basically was taking a big old brush, this thing, big gigantic brush, and I was getting a whole bunch of this blue, and I was going bang, Emerald Glagasi, bang, and then I was going bang, bang, bang. Basically just slopping paint on there, and then while it's wet, I'm just kind of moving it back to where it belongs and blending it out from where it was to create the colors that you see before you. Phoenix, Baby J, is the snake going to stay green, or is that a base color? It is going to stay green. However, I'm going to be doing a lot of markings on it. So I'm thinking about doing like a diamond pattern along the back with some like red, like dark red trim on the side. And doing the diamond pattern in like blue, like this color blue, or sorry, this color green with a little bit of blue, or maybe some jade in there. Color and form the base for this other gold recipe that I'm This is going to be a very green gold.
Have a good weekend, Paint Liquor.
See ya, Paint Liquor. I'll be back on Monday.
Hope you get back to your house and painting soon.
Yeah. This base color that I'm using right here, I'm going to zoom, is a mix of dark golden brown and dark yellow green, plus a little bit of black to get the really dark first layer. And then this color that I'm putting on right now is just dark golden brown over the top. Dark yellow green, plus a little bit of black. Just an idea for a recipe that I've had, and I want to get it on to the model and see what
Ooh, I'm just noticing this.
Yeah,
I
the
like that.
feathers in the
Mhm.
headdress. Yeah, and those are going to be brightened up quite a bit. Now, getting to where doing some of the dark golden brown, some yellow ochre, and a touch of the green. So this is where a lot of this green is going to come in. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Sit. Be merry. You want to have a seat? Chill? Hang out on stream? Have a seat. We got comfy couches. Are you ready for this weekend, Jesus? They are very, very comfortable.
Recline.
Oh, right, because you've never traveled like this before. Good. Well, at the end of the day, the only thing I can tell you is that you've done everything that you can to prepare. Right? Have you left anything on the table? Then no matter what happens, you've done the due diligence, right? You've gone the mile. All that's left is for you to play smart, make good decisions, and then luck is what it is. Right?
Really good.
But I mean, you can't control luck, right? So there's luck is going to happen. It's like chaos, right? It's going to happen regardless of any of the work and effort that you've put in. So the only thing that you can bring to the table and be upset about is either you leave things unprepared, which you haven't, or you play poorly. But you're in control of that, right? Randomness, chaos, that stuff is out of your control. You should not be unhappy if you lose because somebody drew the nuts. You can't control that. What you can do is you can play as well into that as you can. And as long as you do that, you should be happy about the result. If you're like, man, that guy drew the nuts, but I played as well as I could have, and I gave him a fight, then that's all that matters, right? Have you never done a big tournament before? They're super fun. You'll have a blast. Don't worry about it. You will have a fantastic time. I'm not even worried in the slightest about it. So trust me, because I've been to a ton of them. So yeah, I used to go to Magic events all the time. Yeah. So you know how we do big tournaments, right? So I used to go to 2 store championship level tournaments a weekend for Magic for like 3 or 4 years. So I was on the grind really hard. It is a blast. Yeah. Yeah. But the nice thing is we have a great community here where everybody is generally pretty good at playing the game, with some exceptions. But generally speaking, the level of quality of player that we have is pretty high. That was what I had in Seattle when it came to Magic. So, yeah. Oh, also, if you want to talk into the mic, you got to pull the mic in front of you so people can hear what we're talking about. Yeah, you got to basically like pull it right in front of your face.
Right in front of your face.
They don't have a lot of pickup, so you got to like almost eat the thing. Yeah. Closer. Yeah. When I see like you got basically eat the thing, I'm not joking. Like a couple of inches from your mouth. Yeah, that's good. That should be good. Can you hear Jesus? Jesus is our guest. He's going with me on a trip this weekend, and we're going to have a blast. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. It'll be really good. And the best part is, here's the best part, right? If we scrub out, right? Side events are amazing. Yeah. They're even better, right? Because you're talking about like 8-person win-a-box events, and like we're good, so we can win those win-a-box events with right. Yep. So do not fear. We're gonna have a heck of a time. The travel side of it, don't worry about it. I've been traveling for decades, literally. So. No, I got you. Nope, we're good on that. And we'll get you all set up ahead of time before we leave, because we have a little bit of time. Because I think our flight's at what, 5:30? Or 5:45 even? That's a good call. Because we want to be at the airport. Generally, I like to be at the airport 2 hours ahead of time. Just in case anything happens, they move the gate, that sort of thing.
Jason said this morning, and I'm sure now, but he said this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think my flight was delayed because.
Yeah, so definitely we should be there ASAP. But if we're done here in like 5 minutes. So yeah, with the deck list stuff. Yeah. I need to do all that. So we'll look at that before. Okay, good. Okay. Then I will probably need your help. Because I think I did it wrong too. Chat, they make the most convoluted way for you to sign up for these events. It's horrible. They're like, they send you an email that's like, click on this thing, go do this thing, you have to submit this particular way. And then you go to the Google Doc sign up sheet and it tells you to do it a different way. Yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah. And you're like, well, it directed me to be here, so do I follow the instructions of the thing that directed me here, right, or the instructions of the actual sign up? See, that's crazy. That's insane. See, this is the thing about Magic that I much prefer, is that you just literally write your deck list on a sheet of paper and you turn it in the day you register. So like the day of the event. Yeah. And then they're like, technology. And you're like, okay, we can do with a little less technology in here and just get a better system in place for all of this, right? Right, people? We can do that. No. No, we can't, apparently. Life's too hard.
You won't get stuck in LAX. We're going to Texas.
Yeah, it's
opposite direction.
The go bags? Nice. Jesus just recently got into playing Age of Sigmar.
Oh, awesome.
From Jacob, so we're coaching him on best practices, getting into the game and getting into the hobby. And he's been painting up his stuff, which is really cool.
For sure.
World Eater's army. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you saw it and you're like, I have to have it. That's the way to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leagues of Wotan. It's pretty cool. You can still do it. We're playing 40K right now. Yeah, yeah. The new edition's out. The game's fun. We're playing it. We'll talk about it this weekend. Oh yeah. It is bash your face in. Yeah. Jacob's just like, I don't want to get shot anymore. I had a double turn and I shot twice. And Jacob's army didn't exist anymore. Poor Jacob. I can hear him in my head complaining about it. Don't worry, Jacob. We love you anyways. All right. It is 2:00. I know, it goes fast, doesn't it?
So fast.
I know. 2 hours freaking disappears. Got stuff to do. I'm gonna finish up this blend, but you can kind of see where this is going on the headdress as far as color is concerned, everyone. Kind of like a cooler gold. Gonna get brought up a little bit more. Kind of like what we got on the chest here. But it's darker, it's more tarnished. Pretty cool though. And then these are gonna be gems in the top part. Well, Jen, did you have fun?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, good to be back.
That's good. Your model's looking fantastic. I love where you're going on the face and the hat. Yeah, it looks fantastic. All right, let me throw some links into chat for everybody. I'm gonna zoom out. Really do this. Cool models. Oh, Phoenix has already beaten me to it. All right, Phoenix, you're awesome. Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the day. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching paint dry with us. Don't forget, you can find all the fantastic paints that we were using on stream today, which are all the fancy schmancy Pro Acryl paints on our store. The link is in the I was gonna say Discord. Link is in the chat, put up by our very own Phoenix Mercer. Thank you so much. And then don't forget to join the Discord, full of thousands of fantastic artists. You can hang out, you can participate in challenges, you can talk paint, you can talk hobby, you can talk all sorts of stuff. Generally have a great time.
People are pretty nice.
People are pretty nice. We have a pretty awesome Discord.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of really, really cool
And there's
people.
always like product release previews and sneak peeks, and there's always secret stuff that we show in there, and so it's definitely worth joining if you're not.
And then if you don't want to order online, or if you live in a different country and you want to find a local game store near you, check out our store locator link there to find a store nearby yourself where you can find some stuff in a store that I'm having to order it. It was awesome. We're going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. Don't forget, we stream 5 days a week. Today is obviously Friday, so we're going to start next week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we stream from 12 to 2, like today. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we stream from 2 to 5. So if you had fun today, come back for some more fun. Weekend. Or next week. Back on Monday. I will be here on Monday. Jen might be here on Monday.
Mondays are busy. But I'll try and pop in if I can.
Jason will not be here.
Jason will not be here. That's why Monday.
But he'll be back on Tuesday. We'll have a blast. We'll throw a little welcome back party for him.
Law Dog is wishing you a nice time at your tournament.
Yes, thank you so much, Law Dog. You guys all have
Jabe on stream.
Oh, that sounds like a
Yeah,
blast actually.
Jabe
Let's
and
do
Jordan.
that. It's done. We're gonna have a
Jabe and Jordan stream.
Jabe and Jordan stream. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We're gonna sign off. We'll see you all next week. Bye bye. Just hit stream end.
Stream end.
The Imperial candles, that's it. Oh my days. Oh my days. It is Mr. Jason. Mr. Monument Hobbies, someone I suggested raided Griffin raided last night. Jason, how are you, my friend? How the devil are you doing? Mr. Monument Hobbies, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Baby J. How are you, my friend? Yeah. How are you doing? Super duper, mega awesome. Greenleaf as well. How are you doing? The maker of the greatest addiction. Yes, November. We've got November fully, properly addicted to the Monument Hobbies. Who needs jewellery when you've got axolotls? That's also very true. But Jason, how are you, my friend? Good afternoon to you. I hope you are surviving the apparent chronic heat currently affecting I do believe most of Arizona. I hope you are staying cool. And thank you ever so much. How are you doing? Having a wonderful Friday. It was what I like to hear. It's what I always like to hear. I'm glad you are having a Friday. We are celebrating 6 years on